That's my just regular music, and I don't know what I thought that was going to be revealing. Hi!
Hello!
How's everyone doing this morning? Or almost afternoon?
Almost, but still morning.
It is still morning. Well, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. It's always time for reading time.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to readjust this just a bit, because you can't see our beautiful set. Here we go.
Sorry, my hair's in the way.
Well, talk about hair, honey. Okay. Da-na-na. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Do we want to make it brighter? I think we're good.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Can you see us? Ooh.
I hope so. You're hiding behind your music stand.
I am hiding behind my music stand. It's a little bit lopsided. So let's do one of these. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
And now it's off a little bit, so I'm going to put it back.
God.
We're just going to be fine.
You should just stand up the entire time. They're missing your outfit.
They got, okay, well, let's have a little fashion show. Hello. Look at this. She's got some sleeves. She's got some little tie thingies in the back.
Looks
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
And a hat. Little hat. I feel very silly today. How about you?
I feel very silly today. I don't know why. I just woke up and I had bedhead.
It looks like you have a mop on your head.
Really?
Yes.
I forgot to shower this morning. I'm sorry. It happens. You know, it just humidity and just poof.
Yeah, poof.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it looks beautiful.
Thank you. It's natural.
Yeah. I am very happy to see you. We haven't been doing a live reading time since October, so I know.
Oh my gosh, last year.
Last year. So today we are going to be doing back to basics and learning all about our ABCs and our 1, 2, 3s. But before we do any of that, I am going to invite you to listen to me as I sing the Reading Time with the Queens theme song. Here we go. Take a stand, make a scene, it's reading time with the Queens. I know you've been hoping for reading time with the Queens. The library's open for reading time with the Queens. There's lots to know about the world today, so open a book, let's make our way. There's crafts to be making at reading time with the Queens. There's songs to be singing at reading time with the Queens. Today we'll learn that we each are a star. We'll spread kindness wherever we are. It's so much fun, but it's not a dream. It's reading time with the Queens. Queens!
I have not heard that since last year.
Yeah. That's a bad joke.
I'm full of them.
And that's why we love you, Mr. Aaron.
Yay. I'm glad I have a niche here that can...
Yes. Bad jokes.
Yep.
That's the job of Mr. Aaron. Well, this is, okay, so speaking of such, we didn't introduce ourselves. This is Mr. Aaron.
Hello. You probably didn't recognize me. I'm Mr. Aaron. Good to see you all.
And I'm Miss Cali. You might not recognize me either, except for that, I'm beautiful, and that's pretty much
the
only
face,
indicator.
the hair, the dress, everything. The ukulele.
Yes, the ukulele probably gave it away. We are so excited to have you here.
Thrilled.
Yes.
Thrilled.
Like I said, we're going to be learning about ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. And I thought it'd be really nice, instead of learning a bunch of different signs this time, because we're going to be learning signs about letters and numbers all throughout reading time. I was wondering if you would just start us off by teaching us how to sign reading time with the Queens.
Yes, I would love to, but
Okay.
we have an expert here
Oh.
that can teach us.
All right.
Much better than I can.
Mr. Zay!
So,
come on over.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Mr. Zay, why don't you teach us how to sign reading time with the Queens?
there we go. There we go. I hope my apples stay on. I hope so too. Okay, so Miss Kelly wants you to teach us some signs. So yes, so we're talking about signs, and we decided to, since it's back to basics, we're going to teach you all the signs for reading time with the Queens, which I just signed. You can't really sign that without knowing. So reading, so you have your hand and you've got 2 fingers, just like you're reading a book with your eyes. Time, just like you have a watch on, time. Okay. And then queens. Queen, the full hand, open, and you just kind of twirl it a little bit. Because most queens' hair is always big, like mine. If you call that big. Okay. It's big for what I've done. Absolutely. But not for a queen. No, this is conservative for a queen. Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay. So we have, let's review it. So reading time with the queens. There we go. In ASL, we don't use every word in the sentence. So, for example, with, the. Those are words that we just take out. So, reading time, queens. So, the full sentence is reading time with the queens. But that gets really boring, so it's too long. So, just reading time with the queens. All right. Cool. Thank you. That's exciting. I'm excited to hear you all read this book. Yes, absolutely. Me too. Do you want to go and get? You're gonna go and get her out of here. Okay. We'll probably see you soon. Thank you, Mr. Zay. Oh.
I'm back.
Yay!
I'm so very glad that we had an expert to teach us how to sign reading time with the queens.
There we go. All right. And we will try and use that every time we introduce.
Yeah, so that you remember. Okay.
Exactly. Review.
Well, the first thing that we're going to do, because it's reading time with me, a queen, she's a queen sometimes, is we're going to read a book about ABCs. Mr. Aaron, I think that my book is over there. Could you grab that for me, please? It says ABC on it.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, this one.
Yes!
Yeah!
Please, can I have it? Can I have the book?
Okay, fine.
Thank you very much. Okay!
I wanted to read.
Well, we're going to read together.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. This is called Dr. Seuss's ABC. And as you can probably guess, it's written and illustrated by Dr. Seuss. Yes, and it's about ABCs. Let's see what alphabet words Dr. Seuss would like to teach us today, shall we? Okay, here we go. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Big A, little a, what begins with A? I'm going to actually just do this right here. Aunt Annie's alligator. A.
Alligator, holy cow, alligator.
You don't have to sign it. There's a lot of nonsense words in this, so.
I'm just going to sign the letters.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Watch Mr. Aaron for the letters. Big B. Little B. What begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big C. Little C. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C. Big D. Little D. David Donald Do dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dog too. See, there's a dozen donuts and a duck dog. A, B, C, D, E. E, ear, egg, elephant. E. Ear, egg, elephant. E. Mr. Zay was telling me that a little. Okay. Big F. Little F. F. 4 fluffy feathers on a feff. That's a feff. F. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goat, girl, goo goo goggles. G. You see? Goat, girl, goo goo goggles.
This is a weird one. G should be these two fingers, but they should be like that. There you go.
Perfect.
Yep. It's just a weird one to show.
Yeah.
So.
Big H, little H. Hungry horse. Hey. Hen and a hat. Hooray! Hooray! That's my favorite, hen in a hat. Big I. Little I. I. Ichabod is itchy. So am I. Oh. Big J. J. Big J, little J. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam began that way. See?
J.
Big K. Little K. Kitten. Kangaroo. Kick a kettle, kite, and a king's 𝐿𝐤. Big L. Little Lola Lop. Left leg, lazy lion, licks a lollipop. Big M. Little M. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. Big N. Little N. What begins with those? 9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose. O is very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar's only ostrich oiled an orange owl today. We know, we're always using that common phrase about ostriches oiling owls.
With Oscar.
Yeah, with Oscar. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Painting pink pajamas. Oop. Where are we? Painting pink pajamas, policeman in a pail. Peter Pepper's puppy, and now Papa's in the pail. Papa's in the pail. Big Q.
It's another weird one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your G, but you just put it on its end.
Yep. Big Q, little Q. What begins with Q? The quick queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Quacking quackaroo. Big R. Ooh, little R. Rosie Robin Ross. Rosie's going riding on her red rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. Big S. Little S. Silly Sammy Slick sipped 6 sodas and got sick. Oh. Got sick. T. T. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree.
I've seen a tuttle tree.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Is that next to the Joshua tree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
There we go. Big U. Little U. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. Very funny. Okay.
Giggity.
Big V. Little V. Vera Violet Vin is very, very, very awful on her violin. Oy.
Would one say she's violent on her violin?
No, just awful.
Just awful. Okay, good.
W. W. Willie Waterloo washes Warren Wiggins, who is washing Waldo Woo. Very efficient.
With Willy Wonka.
Not Willy Wonka.
Oh.
X. X is very useful. If your name is Nixie Knox. It also comes in handy spelling axe and extra fox. You know, for all you people that have extra foxes. Big Y. Little Y. A yawning yellow yak. Young Yolanda Jorgensen is yelling on his back. Ah! That's what young Yolanda Jorgensen sounds like. Okay, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and what's next? What's next? The suspense is killing me. Ah! Z! Very nice. Big Z, little Z. What begins with Z? I do. I'm Zizzer Zazzers, as you can plainly see. There we go. And that was the alphabet, young children.
That's why Zay is the best.
Oh! There we go. That's one of my very favorite books about the alphabet. Do you know what my favorite part about this book is, Mr. Aaron?
What's your favorite part?
The letters. each of the words begins with letters that are Each of the words that is assigned to the letter is a very silly word. And I like silly words. I don't know if you know this.
Yes.
I mean, do you know this?
I know.
I love silly words more than anything. And I love being silly. I don't know if you've noticed thus far. So, I thought I would sing a song to you about being silly. How's that sound?
I like this.
Okay, while I'm getting ready on this.
This sounds spectacular.
Mr. Zay, good day, how are you doing? Thank you.
We're
Okay.
sticking with S's in song and silly.
Yes.
It sounds spectacular.
A silly song.
Exactly.
This is the part of the show where we sing a silly song.
That's copyrighted.
Yeah. I didn't say that.
Nope.
But thank you so much, by the way, for showing us all of the letters in ASL. That was very helpful.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here we go. Here's the song. This is called Being Silly. Oh, could you hold this for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Being silly is very important. Telling jokes is very, very cool. Especially at school. 'Cause when you wake up early every day, it gets a little tiresome, I have to say. When you have a break and you're with your mates, that's the perfect time to be silly. Walking funny, hoping someone sees. Skipping quickly between each class. Makes the time pass. 'Cause when you sit in one place every day, there's wiggles that must get out, I have to say. When it's time to run, we can have some fun. That's the perfect time to be silly. Pretending that you're driving cars, putting on a fashion show, playing games of stop and go, placing donuts on your head, telling jokes your grandpa said, being silly, being silly, being silly. Being silly is very important.
Yay!
Woo! Yeah! Okay, that was my song called Being Silly. You're welcome.
That was silly. I love it.
Thank you so much for holding this for
You're
me.
welcome.
Okay.
Another S word, sanitize.
So, I have some wipes around here somewhere.
Exactly.
Why don't you get wiped up
Okay.
while Mr. Zay and I go over to Craft Corner?
Yes.
Because it's time for crafts. Let's do it. Hi, Mr. Zay.
You still have some lipstick on your teeth.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well.
It's one of the dangers of wearing lipstick. It happens.
It is, and I didn't do the lipstick thing you're supposed to do. Anyways, we'll get into beauty tips later. Oh, Mr. Zay, you've so graciously said that you would fill in for Miss Barb today in Craft Corner. Is that correct?
Yes. This is Miss Barb's Craft Corner.
Yes, it is.
Featuring who? Me, Mr. Zay.
Woo!
And of course, Miss Cali.
Yes, me, Miss Cali. You one and only. Okay, you're very own. I am very excited to learn about our craft today. What are we doing?
Well, apparently Miss Barb had this amazing idea to make your own first letter of your name and frame it. So Miss Barb already made an example for us.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I see. So it's just, okay, so we're basically making a letter out of pom-poms.
Exactly.
Perfect. Well, if you've gotten your craft kit from 𝐿𝐢𝐠𝐧, the library on Center and 8th in Pocatello, Idaho, then you will be ready for this craft because you'll have almost all the things that you need. What do we need for this craft, Mr. Zay?
Well, you need a foam backer.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can use any paper if you want, really, if you don't have this foam. That's fine.
True. That's true.
You might want to get a pencil.
Okay. Got a pencil. I'll show it to this camera. This is a pencil.
So you can write the first letter of your name. So what is the first letter of your name?
The first letter of my name is C for Cali. So C.
C. Okay. So if you want to draw out a C for me.
I'm a little out of practice, but here we go. This is I'm doing this live on camera. Oh my goodness. Better not to be too big. Okay, yes.
Mine is going to start with a Z for Mr. Zay. So I'm going to start that out while Miss Cali shows you hers.
Yes, this is mine, so I just wrote a C. Very nice. Oh, she is getting fancy. Look at this.
Yeah.
Does that look like a Z to you? No, that's a cursive Z. Mr. Zay, I don't know what to say to this right now.
Okay, I may be a little bit biased, but I don't like the regular Z.
Okay, that's fine.
But I like the cursive Z.
Okay, well, we're all allowed to express ourselves the way that we would most see fit, and I think that your cursive Z looks very nice.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so now that we've drawn our letters, what do we do?
And then you'll need glue.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Or tacky glue, Elmer's glue, whatever works. Something that will stick.
Now, Miss Barb did tell me that in order to do this, we needed to have a dish with some sticks, but I didn't do that. So guess what we're gonna do?
On the table.
I know.
Good thing Miss Barb is not here.
Right. Well, today's the day for being silly, and I'll clean it up afterwards. Don't do this unless you've asked your parents first.
You can clean it up. I am not.
Okay, well, so now that I've put the glue all over the table, I'm assuming that we have to get these pom-poms out of their little baggie, right?
Yes, so the last thing you need is the pom-poms, of course. You can use other things like fancy little rhinestones, like this.
Ooh, I like those.
Many different things that you can use, but we decided to go with pom-poms because it's the feel of it's always really nice.
Yes, I love pom-poms. You know I love them. I love them so. Oh! Oh! I can see them.
Pom-poms. Oh no!
Yeah, you better. Well, I'll pick them up. I'm close to the ground here. There's your pom-pom. I think there's another one. I can see Miss Barb has commented on the feed. She is aghast. She's aghast. She's at home right now.
Hi, Miss Barb.
Hi, Miss Barb.
So, and then you just dip the pom-poms just a little bit in the glue.
Okay.
And then put it on the outline that you drew on your foam.
Well, that seems easy enough. Let's see here. I'm just gonna rearrange this.
So you can either use your fingers or you can use tweezers.
I'm gonna see what happens with the tweezers. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna put it in the glue and then put it on the thing. Amazing.
There we go, just like this. There we go.
Well,
It is going to take a little bit of time, but if you want to continue, Miss Cali, go for it.
I am going to.
We have Mr. Aaron who made one before all this.
Yes.
Should be dry now.
Could you show them that?
But if not, oops.
Woo! Oh, that's a lowercase a.
Is that a little a or a big A?
That's a little a.
But it's a really big size for little a.
Well, just because
Wouldn't that technically be a big A then?
it's a big little a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So here I am. I'm just making sure. So I'm just taking the little pom poms, dipping them in the glue that's on the table because I am a mess today.
My hands are too big to hold the tiny little pom-poms, so it's really helpful to have tweezers.
That's what happens sometimes when you're an adult. Your hands get too big to do little things like this. Okay, do you make crafts like this? Do you remember making crafts like this when you were in school, Mr. Zay?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Like my nephews would say, I'm really old. The little bugger's 5 now.
Wow, 5 years old, growing up.
Yeah. But I remember making crayon cards.
Oh, how do you make those?
Well, you adult supervision first, absolutely. We would stand and have a hot griddle, electric griddle, not hot, really hot, but warm enough to melt the crayons. And we had a paper on the griddle, holding one end and writing, and we would just draw something. So it would kind of melt and make weird, cool, different effects and things. The only thing I really remember, besides making a paper mache hat.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
I love paper mache. Papier mache, as they call it.
A really sticky mess, though. So you might want some help. Make sure you don't get spread everywhere.
Mr. Zay, does it look like I'm scared of a little mess? Does it look like it? Does it look like it? The answer is no.
What about you, Miss Cali? Did you ever do anything like this?
So I was homeschooled, but I did get to, and so we didn't, I mean, we broke out the Play-Doh sometimes. That was fun. I remember when I would go to Bible school at church, we would make crafts all the time. And yes, I think I still have some of those crafts actually from when I was making crafts in Bible school. And it is a good time. It really helps you learn how to use some very important skills and tools like glue. And as it turns out, tweezers, scissors, things like that. Very important time, I think. Okay, and you're just finishing. Do you need some more glue? I'm happy to help you with the glue, Mr. Say. Do you need more glue? Just a little bit?
A little bit more, yeah.
I'm in some chaotic energy today. I'll tell you what.
I may should have done the basic Z instead of the fancy Z.
That's okay. It'll work out. You maybe can just extend it a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. But I've gotten mine done. I don't know if it should hold it up. I'm going to. Hello! It's a C! C? It's a C.
Don't forget to let it sit and rest so it can dry, or some of the pom-poms may fall off.
Right, okay, so don't do what I did.
Stick under your foot if you step on them.
I have some extra pom-poms too, so I can do this.
I may have to take some of those.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe. I don't know. I may need them.
There you go. Whoop. Sorry, okay, I'm being annoying.
Didn't your mother teach you not to throw things at people?
I'm sorry.
Mr. J? Callie's mom. We need to talk.
Okay. Mrs. J.
Mrs. J.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm going to finish my Z a little bit later. I don't want to keep you up too long with other books. And another song as well.
Okay, well, we're going to move on, but that's how we make it. So we have some examples here. B. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Oh, it was falling apart. Never mind. Anyway, so we made this is what the craft looks like. Yay! And yes, you can finish that later, and we're gonna move on to our next story. Thank you so much for teaching us how to make this craft, Mr. Zay.
You're welcome. I'm happy that Miss Barb let me help out. Thank you, Miss Barb.
Thank you, Miss Barb. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to tell you one more thing though.
Oh.
How to sign Craft Corner.
Oh yes, let's do that. How do we sign Craft Corner, Mr. Zay?
So craft, you spell out the words, and then craft,
Craft.
you make things.
Craft.
And then corner, you think two parts of a wall kind of meet together, so
Okay.
corner.
Corner. Okay.
There we go.
Craft
Corner.
Oh my goodness, we've learned so many things today. We're learning reading, time with the queens, and craft corner.
Yes, absolutely. Now, back to you, Miss Cali, and whatever you have planned next.
It's you next. You're reading a story. Oh, there you are. Hi, everyone. Okay. Next is a book read by Mr. Zay and Mr. Aaron, who is voicing for Mr. Zay. Here we go.
Oh, we need our human stand.
And this book is called... What's this book called? 10 Apples Up on Top by Theo LeSieg. Illustrated by Roy McKie.
So, Miss Cali asked me to come and read this book, but we realized I need a little help. So Mr. Aaron is going to read and voice so you can hear. I'm going to sign it in ASL. Miss Cali is going to help by holding the book. I might take this off. I'm afraid it may fall off.
No, it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful.
I know, but it might fall. It might break.
Keep it on as long as you can. Keep it on as long as you can.
I'll try.
Okay.
It's book related. It's awesome.
Yes, it is book related.
10 apples up on top. 1 apple up on top. 2 apples up on top. 'Look you, I can do it too. 'Look, see, I can do 3. 3. I see. You can do 3, but I can do more. You have 3, but I have 4. Look, see now, I can hop with 4 apples up on top.
Sorry. I'm trying to get it in the frame. I don't know why. Okay. There we go.
And I can hop up on a tree with 4 apples up on me. Talented. Look here, you two. See here, you two. I can get 5 on top. Can you? I am so good, I will not stop. 5, now 6, now 7 on top.
to get it centered. It's very difficult.
7, 8 up on top. 7 apples up on top. I am so good they will not drop. I don't think I'm that good. This is almost falling off. Oh my gosh. 5, 6, 7. Fun, fun, fun. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are learning how to sign a lot of numbers. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But see, we are as good as you. Look now, we have 7 too. And now see here, 8. 8 on top. 8 apples up, not one will drop. 8, 8, and we can skate. Look now, we can skate with 8. But I can do 9 and hop and drink. You cannot do this, I think. We can do it too. See here, we are as good as you. We all are very good, I think. With 9, we all can hop and drink. Nine is very good, but then come on and we can make it 10. Look, 10 apples up on top. We are not going to let them drop.
No, 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 no.
Look out, I see a mop.
Ah!
I will make the apples fall. Get out, you one and all. Come on, come down this hall. We must not let our apples fall.
No, 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 no.
Out of our way, we cannot stop. We cannot let our apples drop. This is not good. What will we do? They want to get our apples too.
Ah!
They will get them if we let them. Come, we cannot let them get them. I'm nervous, and I'm the one with the mop. Imagine if you have apples on your head. It's true. Uh-oh. Look out, the mop.
Ah! Ooh. Ah!
You cannot stop our apple fun. Our apples will not drop. Not one.
Oh!
I knew I forgot something. An umbrella. Darn it. Oh well. Come on, all. We have to make those apples fall. They must not get our apples down. Come on, get out of town. Apples up on top. All of this must stop. Stop. Now all our fun is going to stop. Our apples all are going to drop.
Jeez Louise.
Ah! Oh no! The apples! Oh. Look! 10 apples on us all! What fun! We will not let them fall! There we go! Oh, that is a fun book. Thank you, Mr. Error, for helping me to read. Thank you, Miss Cali, for helping us hold the book and show them.
Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi. I'm here. That was 10 apples up on top. I quite like that book because it's very silly as well. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to sing a song that I have written. And Mr. Aaron and Mr. Zay are going...
You're going to take that off?
Okay. To sign that song while I sing it. So I'm going to be over here singing the song, and they are going to sign it for you. So make sure you're paying attention to what I'm singing and what they're signing, and it's going to be amazing. Aaron said to Zay, hey, let's run along and play. I have a game that you should know. We will play it by the pier, make us smile from ear to ear, laugh until the shining sun goes low. You can count the things you see in progression easily, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Zay said that's great stuff, and it doesn't seem too tough. So the two began their counting date. Aaron started with one rock that they found upon the dock. On Zay's turn they found 2 roaring waves. Then they saw 3 flying gulls, 4 bike buggies being pulled, holding babies buckled in quite safe. On the beach, Zay said that's 5 silly starfish all alive, 6 fishing boats just sailing by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kites all sailing up to heaven, and 8 benches just to pass the time. As they sat on one, Zay said, I've 9 reasons in my head. You're the one I like the very most. Aaron blushed and turned to Zay. I'd spend time with you all day. You're the only 10 all up and down this coast. Yay!
Thank you, Miss Cali. That was a beautiful song.
Thank you for signing it with me. I always love when we get to make music together and perform together. Hi! Thank you so much for watching Reading Time. I was so happy to be doing it live once again. And yes, I think that this was very fun. We got to learn a fun craft. We got to learn our ABCs. We got to learn our 1, 2, 3s. We got to learn how to be silly. very good time all around. I just want to thank a couple people. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Aaron for being amazing. Also Mr. Zay for being awesome.
Which are both A's.
Yes.
Amazing. Awesome.
And Zazzy, I don't know.
There we go.
And yes, I would like to thank Miss Barb and Mr. Zay for helping us with the craft this month. It was very fun. If you still haven't gotten your craft kit from 𝐿𝐢𝐠𝐬, the library on Center and 8th, I'm sure there's still some left, so you can go and get those, watch this again, and learn to make that craft and have your very own pom-pom initial in your house. And I'm Miss Cali.
Yay! Thank you, Miss Cali. This has been so much fun. It's the start of another really fun, silly year.
Oh, yes. And we're going to be here all year long. Woohoo.
Right in your living room.
Yes.
Or den or wherever you're watching this, really.
Mm-hmm. Figure out how to cue it up to your television and watch this. We have a whole year of reading times that are going to be on the internet, so it's going to be fun. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you, if you did your craft, share it with us at Reading Time with the Queens on Facebook and Instagram. We'll love to see those. And yes, make sure you follow us on our social media on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, because we're posting updates there about what we're doing every single week. And yes, you might see some extra books. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. I love you all.
We love you.
I'm going to press the finish button.